Alrighty then. We are before this fateful day. You wanted to watch gameplay for this game? Well, I will say before I continue, if you don't want any spoilers for this game, you might want to proceed with caution, because we're about to hit. I'm playing the second character. There's two characters you can play. I've already beaten the first character side, and now I'm playing the other character side, and we're about to hit a very pivotal moment in the story. So, you know, just throwing that out there. Also, I might be spoiling stuff too, because I'm trying to compare the two playthroughs and whatnot. So, you know, care about that, letting you know.
Yuito? Captain Seto? What is Seto platoon doing here?
Kyoka, can you back us up? We need to withdraw.
Right. It's ridiculous for us to fight our allies.
Gamma, come with me. Tell me what's gotten into you.
No,
We'll draw off the OSF around us. I doubt they are willing to take on 2 Septentrions.
Would you say the same if it were me, Luca?
Karin.
Luca. I knew you would be here.
Leave my brother to me.
Don't fool yourself! Come at me all together. I'll take you on.
We don't know how he'll attack. Karin can use multiple powers without SAS. The power
Ooh, theoretically, I should be able to beat him this time, but I'm not really doing any damage.
It would have been better for you to remain quietly in your cage, Kasane.
Stop joking. I'll decide what's best for me. Just what are you planning?
I don't need to answer you.
Oh, that still hits you. It's insane.
You're nothing but trouble, Karin. You should consider how it affects people around you.
Definitely dodged that.
You're worried about Fubuki. You think it would be better if I'm not around?
I didn't say anything about Fubuki. There's just no talking with you, is there? You're such a pain.
Won't get in my way.
Fool. I'd like to attack you, please. Alright, I don't know why he has so much HP. Why? Or maybe I'm just doing very little damage.
This is what real power looks like. I'll wipe you out. Numbers won't make a difference.
Get it together.
Run
Fool.
I'll wipe you out. You'll taste my strength.
Oh,
Some are closer.
I got hit by that.
Stop. I see. So it's different this time. Understood. However...
No, Everyone, get back!
Yuito!
Forgive me, Seto.
Looks like I got blown away and separated from the group. I'm in trouble if I don't find everyone else.
This is just like the anime? Is it exactly like the anime? Or... No, the anime has to be different.
I can't believe he's using a brain field. I thought the strain would be too much during an actual fight. So that's the real power of a Septentrion first class.
It's done.
You're already obsessed and you're buying it? Go for it.
National Defense Forces. If they stand in my way, I'll eliminate them.
Sure, it'll be on sale
It's done.
soon, TM. Probably be a while, actually.
More power.
The next sale's probably
It's done.
a summer sale, I think. Or there might be a spring sale too. Time in like March. Story's the exact
Is that you,
same.
Kasane? You okay?
Yes.
Everyone, prepare to deploy!
What the hell was that attack?
Come on, we have to run.
What was that? People turned into others?
They're National Defense Forces, right?
Yeah, though the National Defense Forces around here are Seiron garrison.
Are they not Seiron?
No, from what I saw, it looked like they were from Suo.
So it was either the National Defense Forces or the new Himuka government that turned Naomi into another.
Turn Naomi into an other? What are you talking about?
Captain Seto, let's go back to Karin. He knows what's going on.
Sounds like there's a good reason. Okay, it'll be dangerous, but let's go back to Major General Karin. No, wait. It looks like Yuito and Nagi are nearby.
Over there.
We'll take the others down one by one and help them. Can you do it?
Of course.
That's what I like to hear. Makes me want to steal you from Kyoka Platoon. Let's go. Yuito, help Kasane. I'll get Nagi out of here.
Got it. Let's go, Kasane.
Leave it to me.
I forgot the absolute
Help me,
specifics
Yuito. That seems to be the spot.
What's going on?
of
Do you know Kasane?
everything that was going on in
I'll
this.
explain later. Just
this section, but I'm definitely disappointed. I thought I'd get a little bit more story explanation, but it's the exact same scenario.
I'm borrowing this. There's nowhere to run.
Definitely dodged that. I ran out of things to throw. That's funny. When they're fighting to the bosses to the enemies, it's the same. Huh. Can I change the POV? No.
There it is again.
Are you okay?
Yes. What?
Do you feel sick? You're really spaced out.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Anyway, let's go to Karin.
Go to him? Can we beat him?
No, he's not our enemy.
But he attacked us.
No, I found out about Naomi. It's...
Nagi, what are you doing?
No questions. I will dispose of you.
Nagi!
Now I understand. Nagi, you're...
Get out of my way, Captain!
I can't do that. Nagi, you don't want to kill Yuito. If you do, you'll regret it. Nagi!
Then you will die!
Captain Seto!
Nagi! Stop! We finally found you!
Captain Seto!
I won't die that easily, Nagi. After all, you're a part of my platoon. I'll be damned if they take you!
Kasane! What's wrong?
I feel like I'm not gonna get the answers that I need right now.
is this place?
Yuito.
Are you alright, Kasane?
Yes. Where are we?
Hey, that's the Sumeragi crest. And that man over there is dressed like the legendary Yakumo Sumeragi. What's going on?
I saw these in a dream.
Don't take your hands off of the red strings. They will twist through time and lead the way for you, Kasane.
Hmm.
What is that? What's going on here? I don't get it. Yuito!
Wait, how is
Major
Kyoka
Kyoka!
here?
Kasane, what happened? First we were attacked by Major General Karin, and then we were attacked by other OSF.
Then there was a big earthquake. But it's strange. How did an earthquake make something like that?
What is that?
I don't know. But it looks like there's a gravitational anomaly around that thing.
Damn. That must be why my head hurts so much.
I felt a pain too. It wasn't like a normal headache. It was something different.
So, none of you saw that? Then what could that have been? Maybe it was just that dream again.
What are you talking about?
I sometimes have these strange dreams. They're about these threads called red strings. I had one just now, but this time Yuito was there. Now, Yuito may have been a dream as well.
Why would we have the same dream as you?
Maybe it's because the dream about the strings was more detailed than normal. And that's why you thought it was real and not a dream.
Yes, but it couldn't have been.
I'm not so sure. Maybe your dreams with Yuito aren't dreams and are actually experiences the two of you had.
Wait. I'm sorry, Kasane, but right now we have more important things to worry about.
Yeah, right. First off, if we stay here, there's a high possibility we'll get sucked into that thing. I also wonder about Suo. If Karin is serious, then it's safe to bet that something's probably going on there.
I don't see Luca or Yuito either. They probably went back there as well.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Let's hurry back to Suo.
What is this?
Is this... Suo?
The direction, the distance we traveled, and the buildings all tell me we're at Suo.
Our Habaki most likely isn't working, so the city functions must be down too.
It makes sense that we can't reach Haruka. I hope she's alright.
This is one of our research centers. It's half destroyed.
You mean a Spring Pharmaceuticals research center?
Yep, and there's our logo. But I don't think we had a research center in Suo. Is this really Suo? Something's not right. Oh, this terminal is still running. I'll check it out.
What's that? There's something scattered on the ground over there.
These are ampules. They look just like the ones I saw in the abandoned subway.
Major General Karin?
Fubuki? So... cold. No. Is he dead?
Major General Karin, is this the rebellion you talked about? You say you want to change the new Himuka regime, but look, you've gone and destroyed the city!
Karin, is Fubuki dead because of your rebellion? Karin, answer me!
Your brother's body. Here, take it. Kasane, so you're finally here.
What?
Why now? If you had managed to get here sooner, we could have found a way to cure the metamorphosis and turn them back to normal.
Cure the metamorphosis? What do you mean? Can Naomi be saved?
Save Naomi? What are you talking about?
It can't be done here. This planet, no, this whole dimension is at its end. It will be consumed by the Kunad Gate. Finally. I can finally save her.
What happened?
That was Major General Karin's power. Skill class SS, Brain Eater. He can copy any power and make it his own.
Fubuki, I'm sorry. I want to give you a proper burial, but there's something I have to take care of first. We're following him, right? Karin just used hypervelocity. He copied it from me on orders from High Command. I'm going to follow his trail. We can still catch him if we act now.
It's not like you to be so dedicated.
I won't let him go until he tells me why Fubuki had to die.
Let's go. I have so much I want to ask him.
Let's hurry after Karin. This trail won't last long.
Your power is psychokinesis, right, Kasane?
I will clarify for you, Leak to Barbie. I do read the chat. I read the chat the whole time. But I do not talk over the dialogue of a game. So sometimes this game has some long cutscenes, and that means that I am not going to say anything for a long time. But rest assured, I have read everything in the chat, and I wanted to go over here. All right, everybody. Oh, you got to keep your whatchamacallit. Interesting. Realize that was a thing. Oh wait, no, that's force field. No. That's what I thought would have happened. Why haven't I responded? Well, I can't.
Yes, it is.
I think it's.
I just can't figure out why he ate Kasane's power.
I think it's more appropriate to say that I can't respond while, you know, other characters are talking. But, you know, most of the stuff you've been talking about is, you know, stuff about the anime and stuff like that. You did ask what answers I'm looking for. I'm just looking for more context from... I'm looking for the game to explain things in a clearer way than how Yuito's route explained things. And, like, for example, the events at Kunad Gate, they kind of gloss over the things that happen there. It just goes from, like, you know, oh, you know, things are fine, to, oh, rebellion and things like that. I kind of wanted them to elaborate on that more, and they didn't do that for Yuito's path. They didn't do that for Kasane's path, so I'm kind of, you know, left more in the dark about that. Wait, am I supposed to be getting new products right now? I need improved butterfly. Yes. Right. Now I need a weapon use record. I'm probably not going to get. I want to talk to you and not just watch the game. All should come together eventually. Oh, that's the... Well, in regards to talking to me, you know, I'm here to play the game, you know. I appreciate people chatting and stuff like that, but you know, I want to pay attention to the story stuff. I want to know what's going on. I want to follow along and all that other good stuff. So it's not all that feasible for me to kind of
That was a great attack. That's some speed.
not play the game.
My power can keep
Otherwise,
up
you know,
just
I'd just be sitting here talking to chat the entire time.
Beat it.
Work hard.
It's over.
And it should all come together eventually. It didn't come together for Yuito's route, so I'm hesitant to say that it'll come together for Kasane's route as well. At least based off what I've seen. I feel like they're going to be very vague with both of them. But, you know, we'll see. We got 20 more hours to go through. Got people here watching as well. I get ignored by the streamer. You can, obviously there's not very many people in the chat right now, but there are plenty of people who have been here in the past and are well aware of my, we'll call it style.
I'm borrowing this.
Of streaming. You know, I always get back to them. I don't just, you know, sit here and never read the chat. Even though it might feel that way because, you know, I'm not responding immediately, but I like to think of it as I put the game first. You know, I'm here to play a game and you know, experience the game.
Hey, wait, someone's there.
Psionics. They'll fight even while the world's ending around them.
Who's that? I don't know, but it's a psionic. It looks like we have to fight back.
I'll be using this.
I don't have anything for you. Is the problem. So my supporters don't matter? I think that's a mischaracterization of what I said. I put the game first. I play the game, and you know, I respond to the people who are hanging out and chatting when I can. That's I think that seems to indicate that I do what I can to, you know, support people who are chatting or hanging out or, you know, whatnot, but I don't know what else to say beyond that.
We need to regroup.
Someone said something 3 times to me and I haven't said anything. Manadride has been here for a very long time.
You're giving up?
Manadride definitely knows what Manadride is getting into.
Too much time has passed.
I'll put it this way. You know, everybody has their own style of doing things, and everybody has their own style of watching people, you know, watching streamers, playing games and things like that. And it's the challenge to find someone that, you know, you enjoy. My style might not be for you.
Wait! Who are you? Are you... Yuito?
Huh? Impossible. That voice. Are you Kasane Randall?
Yuito Sumeragi? This old man?
Wait. I know that sarcastic voice. Shiden Ritter? I see. You jumped from the time of the Suo incident to this time.
I think I understand what's going on. Although I can hardly believe it myself. Yuito Sumeragi. It seems that you're blind. I'm...
Arashi Spring. I know your voice.
All right. So will you join the group?
No. I still have powers, but as you can see, I retired from the OSF.
Huh. So we should be in Suo in the year 2020, but that's not the case, correct?
I knew you'd have a handle on this, Arashi. This is Suo in 2070.
That's impossible. You're saying we came to the future?
An earthquake?
The end has begun.
What do you mean? How does this happen to Suo in 50 years?
I want to explain it all, but there's no time. This planet will be destroyed soon. I, Yuito Sumeragi, led the world to destruction.
What? What did you do? Major General Karin said something similar.
So you met him. Regardless, it's all my fault. This world is about to disappear. It will be swallowed by the pseudo-black hole called the Kunad Gate that you and I created in the past.
We created it? Was it those red strings?
Yes. Kasane, your power isn't psychokinesis. It's just the gravikinesis, the power to create dimensions, behaved like psychokinesis. You have the power to travel through time. That's what those dreams of red strings were about.
The red strings. So the phenomenon that appeared at Kunad brought us here? What? Everyone is gone.
So, the time has come. I heard the only people who can exist beyond time and space are those who have the ability to travel through it. The ones you bring with you will eventually return to their former time, like they did just now.
How do you know all this? Who told you?
Ara Habaki told me. That's why I was waiting for you to jump to the future. Let's talk somewhere else. There's no escaping danger here, but we can at least go somewhere a little safer. Let's go to OSF headquarters.
I need to talk to Yuito now.
Is there a save point? There is. Wait, was I facing the right way? There is not. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the save point. You're just saying, as a streamer, don't I want to grow?
I have to hurry.
Oh my gosh. Don't I want to grow like people, or don't I want to grow like people don't want to watch someone who doesn't engage with viewers? I feel like that's another mischaracterization. Like I've been responding to you at every opportunity that I get an opportunity. But in terms of growing, sure, I've been streaming for a very long time, and growing would certainly be a nice thing, but it is not a priority for me. You know, I stream for fun, you know, as a hobby. You know, people will get on board with my style, or you know, they'll say, you know, hey, you know, it's not something I want to do. You know, I want to interact with the streamer more, or something like that. You know, I'm just not that kind of person. You know, if I were to talk over all the dialogue for the game, you know, I wouldn't be listening or paying attention to the dialogue itself, and you know, then I wouldn't know what's going on in the game, or understand where I need to go next and whatnot. You know, I myself, as a viewer, I don't like it when streamers do that, because you know, then they're asking chat, you know, like, hey chat, you know, where do I go? How do I do this? Blah blah blah, and that's kind of obnoxious. So you know, I stream in the style of if I was a viewer, and you know, like I said, people get on board with that, or they're not a fan. I don't know what else to say.
I know you're confused. Honestly, I am too. I was waiting for you to come from the past, but I still only half believed you actually would.
So what happened?
50 years ago, after the Seiran Rebellion, New Himuka became desperate to protect the integrity of the nation. They used me, Yuito Sumeragi, the hero who saved us all, to distract the citizens. I didn't resist. My brother Kaito begged me to. I thought it was the only way. My father was assassinated, and I was told you were the culprit. You had disappeared. I didn't know what to believe.
I killed the chairman? I don't understand.
I can't say for sure, as I wasn't there, but all the evidence pointed to you. I thought the fact that you disappeared meant you were guilty. The truth is that you jumped into the future.
I wouldn't kill your father.
Let's get back on topic. At the time you disappeared 50 years ago, the fighting between Seiran and Suo was heating up. I spent my days taking down others and fighting psionics allied with Seiran. During all that, it began to expand.
The Kunad Gate. The pseudo-black hole that you and I made.
Our powers are the same type of gravikinesis. So, it seems that I have the time travel power, the red strings as well. Because we had the same abilities, our powers resonated and created a gravitational anomaly. Most of it was you. I wasn't strong enough to travel through time.
But what made the Kunad Gate expand?
That gate is only supposed to appear at the moment of time travel, and then disappear immediately. But when you used your time travel power, it didn't disappear because my power resonated with yours. Not only that, every time I used my power, the gate would warp and suck in the surrounding space.
Is there no way to destroy it?
Only if I die. If I die, the traces of my power maintaining the distortion will disappear. However, I didn't make that choice. I thought there must be some other way, and everyone persuaded me to look for one. No, that's not right. In the end, I couldn't kill myself. I was afraid to die. I struggled to find a way to live. And now the gate is so big it won't go away even if I do die. That's why this world is dying. Everything will be swallowed by the black hole. So please, kill me, Kasane. I want you to go 50 years into the past, before the Kunad Gate expands too large, and end the life of the false hero, Yuito Sumeragi.
No, I could never. Naomi cares about you too much. Besides, how am I supposed to go back to the past?
Red strings are triggered by swings in emotion. For example, when you are shaken by some type of emotional shock.
But there's nothing to affect me right now.
It's all right. I thought about that. All those years, all of it was for this moment.
What is that?
Other research has progressed in the last 50 years. We can now call them to us using sounds they like. We still can't make them go away, though.
Others? I can't believe you do this!
I'm sure I sound pretentious for assuming, but you're shocked now, aren't you?
This isn't funny. Help me fight this other!
I think I understand why you killed my father now.
What?
New Himuka was researching how to change people into others. It was New Himuka that changed Naomi into another 50 years ago. My father was the one directing that research. Even the hero Yuito Sumeragi knew that fact. And even knowing the cruelty of it, I eventually became chairman and I continued the research.
You continued it?
Many people ended up like Naomi. I continued the research on powers, to find a way other than my own death that would close the gate. Yuito Sumeragi was just a mirage, a false hero who killed the world. So...
What are you doing? Why do you have that knife?
Forgive me, Kasane. It's up to you now.
Would she really teleport back in time based off of that? What about if she traveled forward in time or something like that? You know? She doesn't know what she's doing. I don't think Yuito thought that one through.
Suo. I think this is real, but... is it?
Kasane, there you are. Oh, I can't hear you, so don't bother replying. Arashi told me everything. Get out of there and head for the hideout. Kyoka and the others are already there. Hurry!
Telepathic communication from Haruka. Then this is the present? I made it back. Copy that. I'm headed to the hideout.
He said she can't hear you.
Welcome back, Kasane. I'm glad you made it back to our time safely. Arashi had my head spinning with worry with all her wild theories.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't have much information to go on, so I assumed the worst. Now we can hear what Kasane experienced rather than just my assumptions.
Did anything happen after we got dragged back to the present?
Yuito asked me to kill the Yuito in our time.
What? What do you mean?
Oh. So you're saying that the fact that the world is ending in 2070 is Yuito's fault?
That pseudo-black hole that appeared at Kunad.
It's not a black hole, strictly speaking. It's something similar that was created by Kasane and Yuito's powers. It's probably created as a means to actively move through time. It was created by a human brain, so it should have a systematic mechanism to its creation. Since it's not disappearing, it's negatively affecting the world.
So you agreed to it?
No, I came back before we reached a conclusion.
Maybe that was future Yuito's plan. The time travel power, the red strings, are affected by Kasane's strong emotions. When something shocking occurs, her emotions must be stored as a kind of energy. Since Kasane is unable to control her time travel power, it activates immediately. I was worried there was a danger she could become lost in time and unable to return to the present. However, that doesn't seem to be the case. There must be some kind of guide when Kasane makes a time jump. She must be attracted to time periods she has already experienced or is familiar with. And Kasane sees that guide as red strings.
So, future Yuito assumed that by increasing Kasane's emotional level, she would return to this time.
I don't care about the logic of it. Are you gonna kill that damn kid?
I don't know. It's not an easy decision to make.
Right. I'm sorry for yelling.
Calm down, everyone. So much has happened to Kasane. She has a lot on her plate. Let's rest a bit and think about it later. It's much easier to change the future than the past. In the future that we glimpsed, Kasane never returned to the present and stayed in the future. Right, Arashi?
Yeah, that future disappeared when Kasane came back. However, Yuito's existence still holds the key to the future of this world. Even though that future is gone, the possibility of a similar future still remains. Obviously, I think we should do whatever we can to prevent that.
People always say you're lazy, Arashi, but it's great that you think hard work is so noble.
How rude. I just hate wasting time, and I spare no effort to avoid it. So there's no reason for you to rush to a decision. Got it?
All right.
It might be good to talk to Arashi. We all went into the future. I saw it with my own eyes, but I still can't believe it.
So many ancient people dreamed of time travel. I guess humanity's wish has come true.
But that was a future I didn't want to see.
You seem pretty knowledgeable about time travel. Why is that?
I was just curious, so I studied it. For example, it can be said that precognition is a power that deals with time. As long as that exists, it's very likely that time travel exists too. What an amazing power that would be. I mean, if I could control time, I could be as lazy as I wanted.
That's Arashi for you. So, in a way, the story is now making a little bit more sense because of time travel, which is, it's a very weird thing for me to say. But from the looks of things, the timeline was, well, actually, I don't know how this part makes sense, but I guess somehow, oh, okay, the timeline was disrupted because Kasane traveled into the future. How that happened, as opposed to any other, timelines or things like that, I'm not 100% sure, but Yuito, like, how do I explain this? It's like, the way I'm interpreting it, there's one timeline that's happening, but that one timeline is happening like over and over and over again because Karin is traveling back in time and kind of redoing things over and over again. But in order for Karin to travel back in time, he needs Kasane's power. But this one timeline, Kasane, as far as I'm understanding, Kasane did not travel to that time. So I'm confused how this timeline even came about. If Karin didn't have the power to travel back in time. So the other idea is that there are multiple timelines, and Kasane traveled into the future with this one, but didn't do it with this one. And in this one, her powers got taken by Karin, and Karin traveled to, say, this one. And so now we're on this timeline, and he's messing with this one, and then maybe, we jump to other ones or something like that. I think that's the only way that it makes sense to me. Which, again, they haven't explained the rules of time travel in this game. So it could be anything and everything, or it could be nothing. But I guess disregarding that, it makes a little bit more sense now why events have occurred in the order that they have occurred in, because Karin needed the Kasane's powers to start everything, but he was already in the future. No. It doesn't work that way, because in the future he was wearing I forget his name. The guy from Ye Olden Days, the OG Sumeragi guy. He was wearing his stuff. So he would have had to already traveled back in time. So it disregard everything that I said. It doesn't make any sense. They said she would travel to time she was familiar with. How did she end up so far into the future? I'm guessing it had to do with Yuito, is my best guess, which probably explains why she didn't travel into the future again. You know what? This theory actually makes a little bit of sense here. She traveled to a time where Yuito was, or to a place in time where Yuito was, because Yuito affected her powers. The whole Kunad Gate thing. I can see that explanation, being plausible. It's a decent explanation. The whole Karin having the powers to travel in time and things like that doesn't make any sense to me, because the events of, quote, this timeline only occur because of the events of this timeline, right? Like, Karin has to travel back in time, and he has to know about the red strings and all other stuff. I can understand if he learned about the red strings in the far future from Arahabaki, and then when Kasane just like magically appears, and you know, he's like, oh, this is my opportunity, you know, I didn't think this was possible, but you know, this is my chance. So you know, he grabs her power and then he teleports back in time. But he wouldn't be wearing the stuff that he was wearing, and you know, it once again, it just doesn't make any sense. I got a mark.